Okay, howdy y'all. It's Vincent Varela or Doodoo Fart Piss. Um, let's see. I got this sketchbook that I just finished, and I said I would do a tour. Now I was gonna wait until I had better equipment, aka a tripod, so where I could, have a higher level of production. But I just got the new phone, and I'm a great communicator. I don't think I need that much. So hopefully I can multitask by keeping this in frame and explaining my thoughts. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, this is the intro page. I don't know. My phone number, I covered it. It's kind of cool. Bro, almost 2 years. In 4 months, it would have been 2 years. That's so crazy. I low-key went out of order, so I would start pages. You can see reminiscence of prior thoughts and ideas, but I just went over it and, But it's kind of interesting because you can see my growth and development. Like, you can see, because this is a long time, so there's definitely a lot of growth that went on in between the pages. This is Tom York singing Nude in that one live concert, live from the basement, I think. And there's this moment where like he stares at the camera. It's really cool. If you watch the video, you'll know, because it's obvious. John Coltrane, you were the target of my life. I was kind of depressed when I made this, probably. I mean, look at it. Makes sense. Somebody wrote these on a wall at my high school, so I was like, that's funny. And they spelt wipe like that, and I thought that was an interesting decision, so I inherited that idea. I don't know what I was trying to convey here, but it's probably poetic in some way. These are old pages, and evidently these are unfinished, but you kind of leave the energy behind, and so you kind of just leave it unfinished because there's no more passion behind the idea. This is cool. But look, like I don't really have an understanding of color, and I don't really know what this composition is. It's just weird, It's definitely not intentional. It's just a bunch of shit thrown together. And it's funky. It looks weird. I was making art, sure, but it's not, I don't get it. See, you can tell here. I mean, look at this random ass dude just like here. I mean, definitely the intention was getting out this idea or this emotion I was feeling, but I don't know, there's so many better ways I could have done it. But I wasn't thinking about that then, If I was drawing now, I would have been thinking about it. I would have been paying attention to it. But back then, I wasn't. And so that's how you can just tell the difference between me now and me back then. See, I like this frame, and I explore that idea more later, but this blue box, whatever. See, this is no particular person. Looks cool. It looked cool in my head, I think. This is just a bunch of shit thrown together. It's a very unserious page. Mr. Meow. MC Ride. Oh, Death Grips, bro. This is cool. This is what convinced me to get the $20 pencil I own now. So cool. Hands. I am Mr. Meow, a manifestation of all evil. I thought this was poetic, and I kept it in because it's art, I guess. I don't know. Don't look too deeply into it. I really like this page. Man, I really like this page. I like how it creates this emotion. And same thing with this. Your eyes just follows it. And then this is just so good. It's just it's placed in the right spot, Like all of these details, if I had them individually and I had a list of them, all of them would be placed in these spots, and these are the best possible spots I could have placed them in, honestly. You know, like these lines here to fill up that space, create more bound, bro. Gosh, I love this page so freaking much. It's so cool. But yeah, I jumped around. Like I made this page after this page. So I'm jumping around. But it's cool though. I like the outline, the colors. Look pretty cool. This is cool too. Ooh, an SG. So cool. I was testing out markers too. You see the shading on that? It's cool. This is like a red Sharpie, and then I went over in a darker marker, and it created this darker value, which I was pleasantly surprised, or pleasantly, yeah, whatever. Oh, this is me worried about college. I was like scared, you know. I was when I found you. Oh, this is some bullshit. I'm trying to be so. Bleh. I like this. This is so cool. I like the elongated limbs and stuff. The design's really interesting as well. On a sharing apartment, a room, and a bed, I wanna tell you I love. Unfinished, but I left the energy behind, you know. Just couldn't care less about anyone. There was these Instagram edits of trail cams, and then they would capture animals and stuff. And one of them was a bunch of birds flying down into a pond. I definitely could have executed it a little better because it looks a little rough here. It's just hard to look at. So there could have been a much better way of applying these details, but I get it. It still gets the job done. It's really good. Yeah. I used to be young. Oh, here are more frames. These frames are cool. I like these like very two-dimensional poses. They're very flat, you know. Don't really have any depth. Very interesting. I just like how flat it is, you know. It's really cool. Man, this is early work though. Same thing here, see? And then I'm doing all this like impressionistic like line work, stroke. Hey, what? Nah, but this is cool. I like the dots, and I don't know, it's just a good balance of stuff. I like this page too. It looks so vibrant on the camera. Death, I am undone. Blah, 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 blah. Yee. That probably hurts, dude. The heck? And these guys are upside down. I thought that was a cool idea. I was like, I'll just make them upside down. Because this is like the last part. And I was like, how do I want to fill this? How do I want to fill this space, you know? I don't want to do too many patterns because that's like hard on the eyes. And I was like, there's not too many subjects. And I was like, maybe I'll fill that space with something cool. So I did that. That's how I did that. This is a fent-leaning skeleton. Don't need to read into it too hard. Yeah, the energy was just left behind. It's so hard to work with this. And it felt kind of, I don't know. I probably just turned 17 when I made this, and I was feeling it, feeling the age, the ricket in my bones, and the blah, 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 the wrinkle in my eye, whatever. What are you even talking about? Coming down from Big Bear? Heck yeah, Jigsaw, heck yeah. Oh, I'm just ranting here. Sometimes you just gotta write instead of make art. This is when I was really into classical music. This is the symphony I took this from. I saw this thing a while back where it's like, you want to get better at hands? Just watch a classical, or a symphony. Watch a symphony, and then pause the video and draw the conductor's hands as it moves. And I was like, that's an interesting idea. And I kept that in the back of my head for a really long time, until at one point I got really into symphonies, specifically this one and a few others. This one's really good. But there's this guy who does it, and his hand movements are really cool. I definitely could have executed this idea better though, because I wanted it to loop, and then you would see it like kind of trail off back here, but I couldn't find the space for it. But it still looks cool. You can steal that idea. Getting into JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. This is a gold acrylic paint. I'm actually surprised that this sketchbook handled acrylic paint, but and the Micron pen that I drew over the gold paint with handled it really well. So yeah, impressive. Yeah, I was in a mood. But here's me exploring those lines further. You know, I really like the motion it creates. It's cool. It really guides the eye. My God, it looks so vibrant on the camera. What? This is a cool page. I'm not really satisfied with how these colors turned out in the back, because it's like red, purple, blue, and then some lime green to like accompany this purple, and it's kind of, and there's yellow and the pink road. But I'm experimenting with color. Like, I like how he's monotone, you know? And so that's good enough, I guess. This is Claro, by the way. Doesn't really look like her, but I guess when you point it out, it kind of does. But I'm kind of satisfied with how I colored her. You know, you can see a variation of values, which is good. It's good. I'm figuring it out. Oh, this is a cool page. I'm gonna just let it speak for itself. I don't need to say anything about it. What a cool page. His boot looks so cool too. It's a little boo-boo. The idea, his weapon is a string attached to the hook. Bro, that's cool. That's cool. This is cool too. Power is ugly. The revolution will not be televised. Think about that. Think about that. This is a cool page. I'm gonna just let it speak for itself. I'm gonna let it speak for itself. And then last final page. So cool. And then the end. See ya, maybe? I guess it'd be cool. Only if you want to, though. So, yeah. That's the entire sketchbook. It's definitely a jump. Like, you're like chilling. It's like, oh yeah, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool. And then boom, bruh, boom, bruh. These are cool. This is cool. This is a really cool page. Just a really interesting idea, but anyways, that's that. Yeah. Yeah, I got nothing to say. Listen to good music. That's all I gotta say. Okay, bye.